Oh, the other thing that always happens to me too with those is I'll be playing a game that uses them, and I won't even realize, and I'll just be pressing like the analog stick really hard, and I end up accidentally triggering something. I think it was Street Fighter Cross Tekken or something like that, where like if you actually pressed in the analog stick, it would automatically do a combo for you because it was like like easy mode button smasher styles.
Yep.
And I'd just be attempting to do like a motion, and I'd be pressing in slightly hard because I'm like joysticking it with my thumb. And like I meant to do a dragon punch, but all of a sudden I'm doing like a super spinning leg kick combo. And like that's not what's supposed to be happening at all, and it's not situationally appropriate. It's just bad. Oh, but hey folks, this is Bobo the Vulture.
And I'm Zerfall.
And this is Let's Play Together, even though it's a one-player game, Uncharted Waters 2, New Horizons, Ollie Vazas's story. And there it is, New Horizons. Let's continue on them. The game will resume the port of Bordeaux on October 7th, 1526. You guys remember Bordeaux, right?
It's full of wine.
Yeah, and I believe it was full of, well, now it's full of Turkish loyalty, which is nice.
It's got some sweet Turkish delight going on.
Oh, man. And if I remember correctly, we didn't bother to sell any of our goods here because, or maybe we did, we sold like one boatload and got some raisins. But before we go anywhere, let's double check our cargo info to see whether or not that has happened. Food and water. Got a load of silver. Wait, we still have a load of silver? I could have sworn we filled up all the boats with gold. Okay, we did sell off the entire load of boto and picked up raisins. And of course we have the Jesus, which is full of water and food. Oh shoot. If well, by the time we get back, we're going to have more Takutsun that we're going to have to name. And we don't have anybody. At this point, we don't even have anybody here to think of fancy boat-style names. Wait, they're immediately be shoving off. Not until we have supplied. But of course, once we've done that, that's okay. Wait, they're immediately be shoving off. Sure. Let's sail on. We can sail for 2 weeks. And we probably won't. Oh, but so slow. We have
chump styles driving some of the boats.
We have some chumps driving some of the boats. Nut is allied with England. I don't think England has too much beef with us, but let's save before we enter any place just to be sure. And maybe we should hit up the bar and try and find some mates.
Some mates that are slightly more hardy.
We'll go for the hardiest mates. Commodore, be careful. This is a British port. Yeah. Oh, they are a little bit suspicious of us here. Hey, it's Antoine. He's not a mate of ours now, but he has been a mate of ours in the past.
Ahoy there, matey. How's life on the high seas? I'm a vagabond sailor.
I think he's another guy that has the bookkeeping skill. Let's treat him.
You buying me the cafe specialty? Seems like we'll get along well. I hate to brag, but I have a knack for leadership.
Would you like to work for us?
Work for you if you pay me 30 gold pieces a month.
Sweet deals.
That's not too bad.
More mates. Now let's see whether or not he's a good mate or a rubbish mate. Character info. He's got pretty good sailing skills.
Yeah, for being level 2, he's already at 76 meters away.
Let's go, man. We're shoving right off again. So I might actually want to put him on one of the boats. Perhaps on Totes McBoats, because I think that's the one that's slowing us down the most right now. No, Totes McBoats is back up there.
But we can get Zeganos back in his proper role as bookkeeper extraordinaire.
Because then you'll be able to occasionally say, I think we could get this ship for as low as this amount of money.
Yes, sir. Oh, we all got paid.
Not Roberto. Antoine Fitch. Wait a second.
Ooh, he's somehow worse.
He is
but
somehow
how's he gonna
worse.
get better?
All right, Zaganos, you're back in. You're back at it. You're back in the saddle again.
All right, but we've got to give that other guy some sort of job because he'll be better than Zaganos eventually.
Yeah, we have to. All right. Guess what? You can be chief navigator. You have no idea what you're doing, but you'll learn something somehow.
He'll get there eventually.
That's right. And that will be until we get another boat. That's going to be our full complement.
Do you know what? I think I recall perhaps we were going to take those 2 boats and dry dock them somewhere when we finally got somewhere we could dry dock them.
Yeah, but since we have made an enemy of every other nation in the world other than Turkey, we can only drive dock boats in Turkey.
Are you sure they don't let you do it? But they're just like,
be careful. This is a
be careful.
Portuguese
we might
port.
take 2/3 of your money.
It's 2:30. Should I check the special shop? I don't imagine.
No reason not to.
I don't imagine. Well, I mean, it's still a British port.
Well,
Commodore, be careful.
Just be careful.
Okay, just be careful. Wrap that bad boy 2
British
times.
Port. He's wearing a Portuguese hat.
No,
Some
he's
sort of
wearing
green Smurf.
Yeah, the Smurfs. They were English, weren't they? Sure.
Ganap.
A brass candle holder. That is their special treasure.
Oh, that's in case you need to commit a murder and leave behind a clue.
Yes. Although they also have...
was the chief navigator on the poop deck with the candlestick.
Of course, they also have an epee, which would be a weapon that you could use to kill someone, too.
Oh, see, I always thought that was like an EP. Like, hey, check me out. I'm so important online. Check out the size of my EP.
There you go. Your EPing. Alright. Yeah, there's not much going on here. I mean, I could sell some of the goods that I have, but doesn't seem like it would be especially worthwhile. And let's save one more time before going into the trading post. Alright, it's a British port. Let's see how long that lasts. Shall we invest first? Yeah, let's do it. You know what he says.
I won't forget your generosity.
Ooh. Alright, let's see. You don't have a tax-free permit, you must pay 20%. Oh, you guys don't even have a specialty, forget it. I'm not wasting my special trade goods on you. You don't have a specialty to give me back. Oh, now we can leave here with impunity. Ah, Suleiman II is looking for us.
We've done it, guys.
We've done it. Maybe I should sell off the gold here.
Oh, I'm telling you, we gotta dry dock some of that for
All right.
events.
Let's just shove off then. Sultan is looking for us. All right. We can sail for 11 days. Now, let's go ahead and grab some supplies then before we So I guess you were telling me if you really want to min-max this game that that you would shove off like just after midnight.
Yeah, if you're super serious about it, just after midnight gets you a full day worth of sailing before you consume any food. However, if you leave just before midnight, half an hour will go by and the guys will gorge themselves on a day's worth of food to be like, oh no, we were working this day, we deserve the food. Who's it gonna be? Who can it be now?
Portuguese merchants, they probably don't like us, but they are not going to do anything about it.
Oh, I hate that guy, but he has that sweet Japanese boat. Japanese boats are way better than ours. Alright, there you go, ride that coast. Oh no, but there's a jut out now.
Jut out. Ride the jet outs until... Oh,
That guy was having some trouble.
yeah, they're not the smoothest waters, surprisingly.
No. Although these ones are very charted, so they should know to avoid
You would think they'd
places
know what they're
that they
doing.
can't.
And yet, come on, give us...
Well, even going just perpendicular to the wind doesn't give us too bad. Oh man, those couple of boats though. Nice to get. They serve their purposes, and you know what? They're not bad boats, but we just don't have the navigators required to get them sailing away.
What, the Takusans or the Gale asses? Because those
The
Gale ass
extra
ships need
Gale
a lot of
asses.
crew.
Yeah, a lot of wind too.
I am wondering whether or not...
You can do it.
Yeah, can we make it all in one go? Are we man enough?
Are you a bad enough dude to risk your crew's life by maybe starving them?
We're...
Oh, we got tons of time. Look, it said 14 days. It means 14 full days of food plus a 15th day where you have half food.
Come on, tack! Tack!
Oh yes, just
there
in time.
we go. Fair winds.
Oh look, we didn't even run out of food.
We're gonna stop in Istanbul. Antoine, yeah, he leveled up. I wonder whether or not he's gonna be better than Zagnos now.
You should check. He might actually have leveled up more than once with such a long journey across the sea.
Alright, let's check real quick here. How you doing, Ant? Adamant?
Yeah, 4 levels. He went up by 2 levels. He was
Alright,
level 2
and
when we got him.
his anchor score is now 77. Which should mean that he is better than Zagnos. I don't know which of those is supposed to be counting, though, because he's...
Well, I don't know.
Well, let's go ahead real quick and see about changing the Chief Navigator. Wait, no. That's not how we want to do this. We want to do Toast McBoats. Let's attempt to make Antoine. Now it still goes down to 8. No. Fine, put Zagnos back on there. And let's just make sure real quick that Antoine becomes the navigator again. He is the navigator. Because he did level up from being chief navigator, even though he has no aptitude for that. Yep, and it bumps you down to default navigator, which I don't think actually gains you experience.
No, I think that's the one role that you just sit around.
Yeah, that's
They're just
basically...
it's like the when you give your younger brother a controller and you're like, "Yeah, you're playing too." And they're like, "All right."
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're navigating.
JG,
Come on, guys. We're all navigators. I'm just the chief navigator. Give me the map. You guys play with these little ship boats models, and that helps control things.
JG always let me play player 2. He was...
Even on the one-player games.
Yeah, even in the one-player games. Let's take our money out. Oh, we've already taken out money for this month. Never mind. Sure.
Yeah, we're sailing too fast.
That's right, Anani. We are still doing Uncharted Waters 2 New Horizons Olive Azas's story. Let's... Oh, jeez, there's the trading post. We should go ahead and get rid of something, whether or not it's one of the loads of silver or gold, and fill it up with carpet.
It's for sure nothing that's on one of those 2 boats for dry docking.
Do you want to just dry dock the boats now?
Yes. Well, we'll have to get the crew off of them first, I think. But it's important for future things.
Alright.
And actually, we almost want enough mates to pull all of our boats out of dry dock later, so that when we do, we can just do them all at once and sell all their goods, and then maybe even sell all the boats.
Alright, let's take a look at our fleet and see which boats there are that we want to put in dry dock.
Oh man, it's Toastman Boats and Ship Happens, and they both don't have anything on them.
Yeah, they're the food ships. So we've got the Naughty Buoy, which is full of gold. We've got Usain Boat, which is also full of gold.
I think those are the two then.
So we're going to dry dock those two. What about BoboTheVulture? BoboTheVulture is full of silver. Do we want to sell the silver off and continue using BoboTheVulture for the time being?
I think that's the case.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
I thought, you know what? I thought what we were going to do was actually fill up the two combat boats. Although turns out they're better at combat than we are, aren't they?
What are you talking about?
Well, we have two boats that have fewer hold because we have room for all sorts of crew in them, even though we don't have it filled up right yet.
Well, if we do dry dock those, we're not going to have room for all these extra crew.
Which is fine. They can find new jobs somewhere else. The economy's strong right now.
All right. Well, let's take a look again.
But if we
then.
load them up with however much gold we can.
Well, if we load them up with however much gold we can, we're not going to have as much gold to sell later when we need to.
No, but it'll let us
money.
use our trading ships to make more money anyways.
So you're thinking we need to sell Toads McBoats and ship, or not sell, but we need to dry dock Toads McBoats and ship happens?
And
We've
we
only
just
been
started
streaming for like 10,
yeah.
15 minutes. You just got on us here. So you're thinking I should dry dock Totes and ship?
Yes. And load them up with gold before we
I'm
do.
sorry, Yuna, you think that we should dry dock Totes McBoats and ship happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And what boats do we already have in here?
Oh, hi, Shoot to Maim.
Oh, hi. They're already keeping 3 of our ships in dock. Perhaps I should commission those, sell their goods, and then get rid of them.
Well, I think we kind of want to just leave them there.
Let me see what's in here. Which ship will we put back into commission? Because, like, one of these was like a bus or something like that.
Yeah, but... Oh,
Because, like, because they can only keep 5. So I guess we can still store 2 of these, but then if we need to do any more, we'll have to exchange out boats. Which I guess is fine. We can do
these
that.
2 in for now.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
hoping that's kind of enough.
Although, actually, you bring up a good point. I don't know what's in the holds of those boats. Maybe I should take them.
It's either art or carpet.
It's arpit. Okay, so we're thinking those goods will be good enough. We don't need to fill those ones with gold too.
I mean, if we want to be safe, fill them with gold. You win this round, Bobo.
All right, let's go ahead and commission all the boats.
Yes, we have 3 mates floating around to take hold of them until we...
Yeah. So we will be able to take all the boats out. Boat out. That ship's okay. Get your ship ready to go.
Get your ship shined up. Grab a stick of juicy fruit. Taste is gonna move you.
So it's Boatle Recall. Oh yeah, see these are like there's a Zebek and a bus.
Yeah, they're pretty bad late game ships.
Ultra Boto. And one, what is that, a Flemish galleon, I think? No, not a Flemish galleon, it's a regular galleon. It's not a Venetian gale-ass ship.
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe we'll be shoving off. No, we are gonna do more cargo transfer joy. Alright, so Boatle Recall. Boaty McBoatface was just a food and water boat.
Oh, jeez.
Lame. That was going to be a bad surprise later on. And Boatle Recall just has glass beads.
Do you know what? I think we might have done that because we were trying to outrun a pirate.
Yeah, I think we did that because we were hoping to outrun a pirate, or at the very least, minimize the number of boats that would run away when we got into combat with a pirate.
No, yep.
Because we had some really lily-livered...
There's the carpet.
There's the carpet.
Luckily, no one's been eating it, so we still have 600 lots.
Now let's unload Boto. Well, no, Boto just has raisins in it. Let's unload the Naughty Buoy and all of its gold.
If we were to unload Boto,
And-
that would be for no reason at all.
For no reason. Let's unload all the gold from all of our ships. And, should we unload the silver too? Or just the gold?
Oh, Shoot to Me and played Uncharted Waters online. Was that any good? I was interested in checking it out because I liked Uncharted Waters, but I figured it probably doesn't live up to the SNES memories that I have.
Alright, gonna load 600 onto Vulture Boto. Gonna load 575 onto Boto Recall. Then we will load 570 onto Bodie McBoatface. And then we've only got 35 lots of gold left anyway, so we might as well just sell those because we're not going to make a huge bulk profit off of them.
Yes.
Yes.
And with them being 35, I believe it's below the amount that will change the cost of the things in the economy.
Okay. So these three are going to go into dry dock. And now we have 890 lots of silver that we also can get rid of, or just put into dry dock too.
Yeah, I think the silver is better than carpet to put in the dry dock.
Yeah.
And then if we take the glass bead
I mean,
back,
even if it is dry dock, eventually that stuff's going to spoil.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this just has lumber in it.
well, we might as well take it.
Okay. I will leave it on Totes McBoats then, because Totes McBoats and Ship Happens were the ones that are also going to go into... Alright, now let's load this up with 550 silver. And Totes McBoats, you will get 340 silver. There's 210 left. I could put 210 pieces of carpet in there.
Yeah, that works
We've
for
got
me.
a load of 390 carpet left. So there we go. We've got 4 different ships full. No, we've got 5 treasure ships now that we are not actually using any of the goods on.
Yes, the treasure.
So
It's like hiding money under your mattress,
something
but
like that.
in a ship somewhere. Like they don't know that we left them loaded up with stuff. They're just like, oh hey, dry dock your ship here. They don't know we hid all the cocaine there.
All right, so let's do 307 water
Apparently,
in here.
the MMO game is kind of hardcorey and a little bit grindy.
Gonna keep it hardcore, and you're gonna grind.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like MMOs that are grindy. I mean, it's been a while since I've played since I've played an MMO. I get hooked into them a little too easily sometimes, and end up sinking all my time into it instead of things I'd rather be doing, but end up not doing.
Yeah, I get that. So let's go ahead now and store Totes McBoats. There are 60 men on the ship. It is okay to dismiss them, I guess.
See ya.
Don't have to worry. We'll keep a close eye on your ship. So let's store another one.
Man, we're gonna be tearing it up now when we finally leave.
Ship happens. It's okay to dismiss those men. That's true, because now we're now like the best captains are all gonna rise to the top here.
It'll be the cream of the crop.
The cream rises to the Bodie McBoatface. That ship's okay, and there aren't any guys on that one, so they don't care. Let's store Bodal Recall.
Oh, we have to get at least one of our ships a dragon while we're here too. I believe.
That's true.
Boto does not have.
All the Takutsun don't have any figureheads on them because none of the docks out in the Far East had a shipwright that could do it for us.
Well, they've never heard of dragons there.
Oh sure, no. That's, there is no Asian culture that that features dragons in any of its mythology at all.
No.
All right, let's hop into the trading post here then.
Nice to see you again, my sister Ellie. You seem richer every time you come here.
It's true. All right.
if everyone remembers from way back at the beginning of the game, this is a guy that was a huge douchebag.
That's right. So what do we want to sell first? Do we want to sell 390 lots of carpet, 35 lots of gold, or...
I think the gold. Oh, wait.
Do we want to sell the glass beads back for no profit? Or do we want to sell these 1,055 lots of raisins for 15...
Well, what did we buy those for?
What did we buy those for is a good question. Let's go look in our journal.
Yeah, luckily we have a handy journal here where...
We bought them for 21 gold pieces apiece.
Yeah, nope, don't do that.
So I guess then we do sell the gold, probably.
I mean, it's only going to be 3.5 ingots.
And we could still sell that carpet, but I feel like, didn't we pay more than that for the carpet?
Yeah, but we have...
How long ago did we... I'm not going to be able to find that in the
cost
journal.
sunk fallacy now with it, too, because, like, yeah, we've had it, but we've been storing it in a boat for so long, like...
Well, wait a minute. I don't want to sell that here. That's what they
This is
sell
where you buy
here.
carpet?
Womp womp. Who's an idiot? Bobo's an idiot. All right,
Well-
let's go visit the Sultan. How about?
Sultan Swing? Sounds good.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could visit the old blue house here. This house is still in the market?
Like I said, why don't we buy it?
As I said before, I'd rather buy another ship or more merchandise. Let's go.
Oh, it was slightly different. And it made time pass. So I guess if you really wanted to turbo through some time, you could turn on some frame skip and a turbo A button and just stare at that door. Welcome.
Yep, we're going to the Royal Hall. Hello there, Ali. I've heard quite a bit about you lately. You look like someone I can count on. I'd like you to do a task for me. I'm counting on you to make alliances with 10 ports. I don't care where, but this is an order. You will do it, won't you? Well, shoot. We were already doing that, but, cool.
We'll be doing it some more.
See ya. Are there 10 ports left?
Well, I thought we were going to head up to, like, Amsterdam or something like that.
Yeah, we're going to
originally.
start doing a tour of Northern Europe. And then if we don't find 10 ports there, we're just going to have to go hit up the New World.
Yep, I think we could get any places on Ireland and in Scotland and area too. Anything but London.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. They're looking for some people to ally with so they can get out from under England's boot heel.
Now then, let's take a look at the cargo log again.
Don't you look at my cargo.
It's the only cargo we've got.
Well, I suppose we should kind of load up on food and water, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
In at least one boat.
Do we want to make... the Jesus has a pretty big hold now, though. Do we want to make the Jesus the food and water boat?
It kind of makes sense. It would make more sense if it was, fish fillets rather than meat with a bone sticking out, but...
Yeah.
Then we would just always be able to feed our people.
So then we got a load of glass beads. We got some food and lumber here. I could unload this food. And do we have food other places? Just lumber. Usain boat. This has water and food on it. Let's get rid of that. Put that all on Lay Jesus. Okay, and then which of these has carpet on it? This one doesn't. This one does. So let's negotiate a good price for carpet. Fill up the rest of the boats with carpet. Go sell it up north. Now we're on a... Alright. Hey buddy, here to buy goods from you. Carpet is the local specialty. Oh, wait a second. Everybody's all screwed up now. I guess it doesn't much matter for this because we don't need a bookkeeper for this process, but all of our dudes' job titles got messed up because because everybody got put on a boat and then taken off a boat again. 141, yeah, that's good. Let's Let's go ahead and buy 890 lots of carpet. Now that has in fact raised the market a little bit, but that's okay. We will talk them down. 160. How come the Usain boat has so few bits of room on it? Or is the Usain boat the one that had the glass beads on it, or I can't.
It has something on it. 390 is probably the glass bead. Yeah, it might have been the carpet.
Yeah, shoot. I want to figure out which one is the carpet, because that's the one I want to fill up, and the other one I'll go ahead and leave with a little bit of space. And if we want to, we can buy glass beads somewhere up north and have an entire boat of glass beads, sell that off, and get some gold somewhere else. But first, let's take a look. I should have paid closer attention to where all of my glass beads were. They are on the naughty buoy. Alright, so we want to fill Usain boat with the carpet. So I was about to do the right thing, but I didn't know it.
You know, knowing when to do the right thing is more important.
Well, and that's half the battle. Will you work? Will you work? Coffee break. Coffee break. That's right. I'm still following Super Show Monster Story. You guys having some kind of in-depth conversation about whether these dragons were biological dragons that had vestigial like fins on the back of their heads and they got robotized, or if they were invented and it was done as just a stylistic flourish.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Do you know what? I mentioned it to JG, but somebody did actually. Someone at my work remembered that episode of G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah,
with the coffee break.
Coffee break and the Will You Work. Now, we aren't going to be able to give them jobs to do, but should I continue looking for mates until we have the max number, just so that we have...
we might as well...
Have a hardy crew all set up?
Maxed out here.
Alright, so first of all, let's appoint people to job duties. You guys are all good sailors. I mean... Alonzo is our weak link, and I think he's still a good sailor. Well, I mean, is he our best sailor, though? Is Salim on a boat? Yeah, Salim is captain of Boto. I think...
He's one of our main men.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just sort of by chance we ended up having guys that are our most able seamen all on board here. Though Roberto's coming along. Good job, Roberto. Proud of you.
He's coming along. Pretty good seaman.
Yeah. Alright, so let's appoint some guys here. Let's change some job duties. Let's get a first mate. Does anybody have... Antoine Fitch has first mate skills.
Oh, nice.
Alright. He had bookkeeping skills, as I remember. Antoine's Antoine's a badass. So now we could make Zaganos our bookkeeper, or Jacob, who also needs a little bit of help leveling up. I mean, everybody does.
Yeah, I would make Zaganos. And then Chief Navigator can be whoever you want to level up.
Let's see. Jacob Walweek, I think, has been on our crew the least amount of time, so he has the least amount of leveling he's done. So he could probably stand to benefit the most from a little bit of...
It probably has the greater potential for becoming a useful
True.
navigator.
If I really wanted to min-max all of this, I could look and see which guys had the highest intelligence stat to see who would gain the most from having some job experience, because I gotta figure that's the stat that lets you know how quickly they level, right?
I don't know. I think it's kind of just set. It's just you level up faster at lower levels. You get around the same amount of bonus per level.
That could be. I'm gonna go ahead and save the current game though, and I just realized we've been at this for a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off for YouTube. When we come back
Okay.
next time, we're just going to do a quick troll for mates, and then we're going to head back up to the northern Europe and go on a tour of economic conquest. This is Bobo the Vulture.
I'm Zerfall.
And this is Let's Play Together, even though it's a one-player game. Uncharted Waters 2, New Horizons, all of Azasa story. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.